Do you like video games? Then chances are you would love the Alien series, because almost everything in modern action games has something that can be seen in James Cameron's Aliens. It's honestly one of the best action films of all time, but that doesn't hold a candle to the original film. Ridley Scott's Alien is easily my favorite horror film of all time. It's so dramatic, it's horrifying, everything is done so well, and as someone who loves looking and researching symbolism, this movie is essentially film studies porn. But ever since those movies, Alien has gotten kinda weird. Prometheus was the start of this new wave of Alien films that we're getting right now, and that film was always one that I never could form a solid opinion on. While it was better than Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection and the entirety of the Alien vs. Predator franchise, I could never call it as good as Alien or Aliens. Alien Covenant is more of a straight-up sequel to Prometheus. The movie explains and shows the origins of the famous xenomorph creatures and studies the character David from Prometheus. It starts with a brilliant scene between Guy Pearce and Fassbender that quickly drew me into the style. Then the movie immediately drops it for generic sci-fi. The movie is very basic when it comes to the presentation of its story. The Alien series wrote the book on how to write a sci-fi horror film. And despite that, it chooses to fall back on every convention the genre has. It doesn't have a fun setup, the characters are uninteresting, the movie so far does nothing to make me actually care. Until David returns halfway through the film, I don't feel like anything mattered. David is the saving grace of this movie, and it's what stops the movie from being the burning piece of schlock it was slowly starting to devolve into. The way he uses the character to further the faith and creator discussion from Prometheus is interesting when he has another android to bounce off of. While those scenes were the highlight of the movie, I also did not like what it meant for the Alien franchise as a whole. It adds a lot of information that somewhat takes away the mystique of the alien creatures. The xenomorph had no real origin to it, just being a freak event of nature that created the ultimate killer. During Prometheus, we see what everyone thought was the predecessor to what would become the xenomorphs. Even Alien Covenant has the neomorphs, which can be seen as a more primitive version of them. But now this movie says the aliens we're all familiar with is because David got bored on a planet. It's a disappointing answer to a question no one ever really wanted answered. I will admit, when the movie just evolves into the basic Alien formula, it's fun. I mean, this does a lot of rehashing of the style and pace of the original film, and those are enjoyable because Ridley Scott knows how to create suspense and horror. That's what made the original Alien so enjoyable. Why it was happening didn't matter. We were with those characters, and all the movie wanted to do was draw you in with its symbolism and its horror. Alien is so franchised at this point that it's almost cliche. While it has its moments, they get bogged down immensely by its sequel baggage, which looking at the horizon is something I can see being a huge problem later. As an Alien fan, I was disappointed by the direction the movie took, and knowing that we're getting 3 more movies from Ridley Scott, I really hope he takes it into a better direction than this. This gets a 5 out of 10. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe! If you want to see more reviews, then click the playlist to see my other stupid opinions. Alright, see you next video!